So welcome back to Dave Vostell Mountain Man. If it's your first time here, welcome. It's my first time here today, which is Grasmere. Ooh, blasphemy. But we came to do the smallest hill on my schedule that I have, which is Helm Crag. This one here, I think it's just over 400 metres. It's got an interesting knobbly top that you can see quite clearly from the main road on the way to Grasmere Ambleside. But to make a bit of a day of it, I'm going to go up the valley first and approach it from the rear. Adds a good few extra miles on, and like I say, I've never been to Grasmere before. I know it's famous for Wordsworth and all that, but can't say I know too much about the lad. Aye. You picked a decent spot to knock about, like. Beautiful. Aye, so I'm quite unfamiliar with this area. I think I was here, that ridge, I think you probably got the old Langdale here, and pikes and that, but gradually working on my fitness. It's quite tough at the moment with the cost of living crisis and all that. Kind of don't know if you should be saving your money or spending it, but that's not one for this video. I'm just here to show you these views, and hopefully these will always remain free. Oh, this waterfall, I hope we walk past that. White Rapids, beautiful. Haven't seen many waterfalls in all my walks. I've climbed down one accidentally from Johanna, but the story for another day. If you watch the Great End video, you'll see. But yeah, nice little walk with a little bit of banter. Got myself a loud dab radio here so I can listen to Talk Sport. Just for the initial ascent. When you get to the top, I just want to hear the wilderness. But to get motivated at the beginning, loud radio will help, I thought. And yeah, it has, I suppose. It'll help more on the bigger hills. Yeah, so it's just a nice leisurely climb. It's a bit too leisurely for my liking, because I'm quite a fit person, so I need it a little bit steeper to get me excited. But as far as walks go, it's beautiful. I'm not even breaking sweat. Mile or two in, so yeah. Oh, look, trees fell down. Good lad. Must have been gear windy to blow that doing, like. This is another one where I would say the path is a river. There's been some heavy rainfall. It might be a trickier story walking up here. Scum. See? Levels out. It's even gone down again now. Jesus. Right. End point's up there somewhere, but first we're going down this valley. Yeah, top's there and we'll come around this side. You can just see down there somebody's trying to build a dam. It's a shit dam because it's got holes and that in it. You haven't filled it in, so I don't know what the point of that is, but looks nice. So I'll film it. It's a theme with my videos. If it looks nice, I'll film it, which is why I'm on all of them. Bit of a tricky river crossing. Could have been killed. Just flatten that here. Lovely. I'm always really nervous, as I'm sure many people are when they decide to go on a walk for the first time, like one you haven't been on. And I still get nervous now. Like I said, I've never been to Grasmere before, so I'm not sure about the parking. I do a lot of research on Google Earth before I come, and I think that's the key. Just so you're not wasting time or getting in anybody's way. That's the fear. People fear getting in other people's way, I think. But no, just give yourself a bit of preparation is my tip. Just know where the car park is, basically, that you're going to. Helps if you've got a sat nav, as I'm fortunate enough to have on my car now. So yeah, don't worry about being nervous. I mean, you're in a new place. If you make a tit of yourself, guess what? No one cares. Nobody cares about your life. It's the way of the world. More than likely, if somebody sees you one day, they'll probably never see you again, ever. So just take that leap of faith, come on a walk and enjoy the banter. I'm going the wrong way here. That looks the right way, doesn't it? You know what I'm a fan of on my walks? Not just the views. I'm particularly a fan of great massive rocks, or boulders if you will. They're just like, wow. Like, I think, like, how long is that sat there for? God. Massive. Massive. Yeah, probably a good 10 years at least, eh? Tell you what, considering I'd barely been on any walks this time 2 years ago, certainly no mountains, I am making up for lost time. And why wouldn't you? Look at this. Get away from other people for a bit. Reset your batteries, vent your frustrations. Let the hills listen to them, because nobody else will. And I don't know, quite rightly so. It's not their problem, is it? But yeah, a lot of people preach about mental health and things like that and do nothing about it. Believe me, come here. Doesn't have to be here. Plenty of places similar to this in Cumbria. doesn't fix your mental health, I'll give you your petrol money back. Personally. Links in the description to the claim form to get your petrol money back. All I do each night is pray, but I'll never be a part of you working someday. So I was just listening to the radio there, and the news came on and it started going on about all the depressing crap in the world, and I realised, like, that's not what I'm out here for. So, yeah, that's gone off. But yeah, if I was I always stick to the path. I'm a relatively novice hill climber still, but if I was a bit more confident, I'd probably just scale up there randomly, or maybe try and find a route that way. It looks doable. It's off the beaten path, but yeah, there's just always that fear of the unknown. But like I say, I'll overcome that eventually. But it's just a nice, relatively gradual walk up the hill there. I know you're supposed to stick to footpaths in the Lake District because it prevents wear and tear on the mountains, but come on, not many people are going to go and try and walk up there. So yeah, nearly at the end of the valley now. Well, it looks like it, but looks can be deceiving in valleys because it's hard to make a judgment on distance. Probably another half an hour till the top there. That's a nice little streams to cross. That's another thing I've just thought of that contributes to my anxiety is car parks and charging. I never know how long a walk's going to take because of what the conditions are like, or I've literally never done this one before, so in the car park I always bang on like the maximum time, like 8 hours, just so I'm not worrying on the way around whether I'll make it back in time to avoid a charge. So I paid £8 there. I think that's paid for 10 hours. But I have no idea how long this is going to take. I know it's not going to take 10 hours, but I didn't know if it would take 3 or 4, and I didn't want to misjudge that. So here's an idea. Car parks in the Lake District charge people once they leave the car park, like Dodwood does in the northern lakes. It's a perfect system. You do your walk, you pay your fee for how long you've been there. I probably overpaid by about £4 today, and the Lake District's supposed to be some everybody can enjoy relatively cheaply. So yeah, I haven't quite finished my car park rant yet. So like I say, people say don't muck about in mountains or on hillsides, don't rush, take your time, make sure your footing's all there and you're aware of your surroundings all the time. Take your time, but that's not what the car park meter says. The car park meter says you can be careful in the lakes and take your time for money. So yeah, come on, Cumbria, get it sorted. Charge people when they leave, not on arrival. Because people are scared enough as it is. It might be their first walk, you know. Bang as much time on as they possibly can, thinking they'll need it, just because they're nervous. It's not right. It's not right in my opinion. It's one of the few dark sides of the Lake District. Parking charges. So this is pretty cool here, I think. cliff face here, there's just loads of trees just clinging on for dear life. They must be relatively sheltered from the wind there, otherwise they'll probably be blown off one by one, and they probably are being blown off one by one. There's one funny little tree over there just clinging on its own. That's the only tree pretty much in this whole valley, apart from the few hiding behind this this rock face here. Yeah, making their last stand, I think. At least until the mountainy road's away in a few million years. I've only done about 250 metres of ascent. I mean, Helm Crag's 400, so I'm probably halfway up. Oh. Wow. The natural power of nature. Nice. Wow. It's a little bit off the path, but worth coming to see. I'd jump in there if it was a hot day. I haven't got the swimming trunks though. Banter. Nearly at the crest now, and we can start making our way right along this ridge out to Helm Crag, and which is also the way back to the car. I think I'll have a look at the map and just check what this path is. There's 2 or 3 here. I need to get the right one. Yeah, so up this hill there where we just turned off from is high raise, and then you can go down from there into the Langdale Valley, Langdale Pikes and all that. And you can see Rydal water in the distance there, and in the far distance, I don't know if this camera can make it up, we've got Windermere. Definitely a good place to pitch a tent.
We know who we are, we're a big bright spark. We know how to take the lead and we aren't afraid. Shake up all the rules, pretend like they were never made. You know it's real when something that you really feel down in the bottom of your heart. It's undeniable. We're undeniable. Leave all of the rest behind. We know that it's real inside. Deep down in the bottom of our hearts, it's undeniable. Jump in the air, lifting your arms to the sun. We can be braver when we are more than one. Hold on to the beat of your feet, marching to the drum. Break all of the rules, pretend like they weren't made for you. You know it's real when something that you really feel down in the bottom of your heart. It's undeniable. We're undeniable. Leave all of the rest behind. We know that it's really inside. Deep down in the bottom of our hearts, we're undeniable. Taking it all, we're in the same thing. We do it all together, together. Taking it all, we're in the same thing. We do it all better together. Shake up all the rules, pretend like they were never made. You know it's real when something that you really feel down in the bottom of your heart. It's undeniable. We're undeniable. Leave all of the rest behind. We know that it's really inside. Deep down in the bottom of our hearts, we're undeniable.
I'm triggered. That's as near as I can get to the summit. Obviously See, that's the true summit, but it's a grade 3 scramble. There's no way I can get up there without a little bit of assistance. So that'll have to do for Helm Crag. The smallest hill I've ever climbed on the channel, and I can't even get to the top of it. Anyway, I'm gonna head back down now. We've had the cup of tea, we've refueled, we've had an attempt. It's not happening. Yes, that's most of the descent done now, just a little bit left back to the car, so I think I'll sign off the adventure from here. Like I say, it's a shame we didn't get to the true summit, but I'm going to try not to let that bother me. It's very dangerous. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Take care. Peace.